feeling tired after you leave certain groups of people or people you're hanging with. Afterwards you feel tired and you just finally get by yourself and you're like, oh, I can breathe, I can be myself. And the topic of wearing the mask, and the reason why we are tired and then feel energized after is because we're spending so much energy, chemical, mental, physical energy, valuable ATP for the mitochondria, to hold up a mask of who we are, to hold a wall of tension, a barrier in connection, a barrier to the truth of who you are, and how beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous you are. It's such a travesty. I did it for a long time, and sometimes I still do it. But I really try to be open these days. I'm really trying to remember, you came here to remember that there is nothing worth you sacrificing your peace in the world. And if you decide you want to be open around someone and they meet you with resistance, insulin resistance, this is energy that you're being met with. This is chemistry happening at the level of the cell that we can't even see, but that's happening. And the world is so beautiful. There's so many people, there's so many sunrises, there's so many things to express joy and peace with over resistance and tension, hell on earth, or a state of peace. And so that was the topic of the mask. It's expensive to wear the mask. The person with the open heart always wins. Like they say, the sun never stops shining. Like some people are like, sun's too bright, complain about the sun, blah, 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 blah. If the sun's out, it's too hot. And then when it's raining, it's just like, I don't know, there's just always something to complain about, Like, the sun is so healing. Earlier I was thinking, the sun is the Earth's immune system. There's the sun and then Earth, and there's this brightness and this cleansing happening on a daily basis. And then our immune system is like the sun in our bodies, and it needs a lot of nutrients to function, That's why I made that last video I was talking about the Catabolic Apocalypse. If you look into what catabolism is, a breakdown of tissues, you will find that it's common among every single disease state. What builds our tissues? If we could just keep things simple, the world would be a better place. The amino acids. Because this is what our body's made of. This is what our cells made of. I don't have my muscle picture right here, but I do have my circulatory one, just because I was looking at the circulatory system. Look at those branches within you. God, look how beautiful you are. How could you ever want to wear a mask when you could let your blood flow, keep your heart open, find the things you love to do? When I saw this quote, it said, you got to be yourself so that the people who are meant for you can find you. People who love you. Like when you're in your passion, you're going to find places and people and circumstances that meet that, because it's chemistry, laws of physics. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So you take that mask off, you start meeting people with no mask. It's beautiful. It's not as exhausting. Oh, right here. I have not looked at these. This is the first time I've looked at these in months. These are love letters that I wrote to myself, just really short cards. The first one on top is, you're not here to prove yourself. And so I want to pick a few random ones, because do you believe the earth is random? Do you think all of the things that happen to you are just random? Because I've just been having some experience where everything seems connected in some way. I think it's beautiful. Thank your reflections. Thank your reflections. Like in this book, A Course in Miracles, they say how everybody is a reflection of ourselves. Oh my gosh, one of our cards fell on the floor. A rescue mission. Okay. This one is so beautiful as well. But anyway, thank your reflections. Every person, every interaction is a reflection of some piece of us. And so even the reflections that you don't like, you got to be thankful for them, because they're all you. This one is, what's your cadence? Cadence is a tempo. This is like how do you walk? What is your tempo on the earth? Do you move real like jagged and frantic and chaotic, or do you move with intention, with a gentleness, with purpose, but not necessarily in a hurry, just with purpose? What's your cadence? Heal from, learn from past hurts. Oh, I like this one. Show me the good in the light around me. A Course in Miracles is about dementia. Okay? Dementia, this is my favorite topic in the whole world. Dementia is characterized by insulin resistance of the brain. Diabetes type 3. A lot of people, I tell anybody I can tell that to, I tell it. Because people don't know. You got to tell people. People need to know diabetes type 3 is Alzheimer's dementia of the brain. Because when you tell people that that's diabetes type 3, they're like, what? I didn't know that. Because diabetes type 2 is very common, and there's a linkage in insulin resistance. The brain is kind of on its own network. Things that I've discovered in the last few years, but the brain is on its own immune function. And we've just talked about immune function just a little while ago with the sun and the earth. The brain has its own little immune system. They call it the lymphatic system. Like the body has a lymphatic system, lymphatic, and then the brain has, they call it a glymphatic system with a G, glymphatic. So they sound the same, right? Both meant to clean, both require energy. I always like to think of the immune system as an employee that I've asked to work longer hours. You always want to be good to your employees. I cannot, something just fell off my desk. I cannot express how important it is to be good to your employees, especially if you ask them to work overtime or more. The brain, if I'm asking my immune system to work more, we're thinking of inflammation. Do you have inflammation? That's little fire trucks going around in your body. The immune system requires energy to function and work. And we are in the catabolic apocalypse. We are in an elevation of the basal metabolic rate because of all the radiation that we're experiencing. It's hard to stay grounded. It's hard to stay hydrated. What does the radiation do? Radiation essentially dehydrates us. It can increase insulin resistance. What is radiation? What is an X-ray? What is an MRI? What is a CT? All forms of radiation. So when you think about, do I want to go sit in an X-ray machine every single day? The answer might be no. Because why? Because we know that there's harmful effects with radiation. It dehydrates us. So it requires us to have it increases our basal metabolic rate. But this isn't healthy for us, for chronic periods of time. Catabolism, breakdown. Cats break cortisol, catabolism. I used to remember cats break things. And catabolic, Anna builds. Cats break things, and Anna builds. If you notice, I have the little yin-yang symbol at the top of this, because this is kind of I like the Eastern approach to balance. And I guess I got a lot of that from Alan Watts, and just thinking about how everything is a balance in the body. So anyway, catabolic and anabolic. I wrote them on separate sides of the sun and the moon. Normally, these would be flip-flop. But these processes are so necessary. Every single day, we go through catabolism and anabolism. What does that look like? It just looks like our immune system working deeper, more efficiently, because we tend to, as we get older, we go into a hypercatabolic state. That's the aging process. Or catabolic, again, you could think cortisol. So am I really stressed? What ages us faster than anything? Stress. And short nights of sleep. So I'm about to go soon because I'm getting tired. It's past my bedtime. But this is one of the best ways to also view, I'm just trying to paint the picture, because I love this stuff. It's my passion. And it is my passion to teach other people this stuff. The brainwave states, delta wave sleep. We gotta eat those amino acids during the day. Use the sunlight to help break down and create these energies. So you're not here to prove yourself. Think your reflections. What's your cadence? Learn from past hurts. And show me the good and the light around me. A Course in Miracles, again, divorce from the self, dementia, Alzheimer's. I'm forgetting for myself. I'm wearing my mask. I'm tired. Everything sucks, right? But when I remember who I am energy. I am life. I am vitality. I do not have to wear this mask. There is nothing in the world. There's nothing in the world. And you are weird. You're weird. And people are not going to like you. People are actually going to hate you. That's fine. It just is you're not meant for everybody. And that's what's beautiful, is that just because someone is, you don't vibe with them, doesn't make them automatically your enemy. You can love people from a distance, and that's beautiful. In physics, that's, our thoughts connect us to other people. Every time you think good thoughts, in one of my classes I learned about positive attractor fields and negative attractor fields. We had to know this for the test. It was on physics. What direction does the field go of a positive attractor field? It flows outward. What about a negative? It flows inward. Negativity concaves on itself. negativity becomes tired, exhausted, fatigued, to catabolic. How are you going to make it out of this catabolic apocalypse? You're going to eat nutrients because that's what the body's made of. It's so funny. It's so simple. And get in the circadian rhythm. That's what we're talking about, is this rhythm. This daily, nightly rhythm. I have to go catabolic, anabolic. Sleep, wake. Breakdown, build. Left, right, on, off. Because essentially, there's like, so the cell is like blind, but it's looking out in the bloodstream to see what is the hormone looking like what's going on, what do I need to do, right? Because the cell is all about what it can feel. Because we have eyes, we think we see, but the cell, trillions of them, is just looking out from afar, looking to see what's going on. Like, if it's kind of like me waking up in the morning, I open the windows and I look outside, I'm like, is it raining? Is it sunny? Do I need to wear a rain jacket? Like, what do I need to do? It's receiving feedback, right? Our body's all about feedback, negative feedback, positive feedback, all the stuff. So when we don't get a lot of sleep at night, this puts us into a catabolic state as well, in which we know one short night of sleep leads to pre-diabetic blood levels the next morning. But what's interesting from Rhonda Patrick is that a decent sized dose of creatine can almost completely reverse the effects, which creatine is actually only found really in animal-based proteins, allegedly. This is all entertainment. Go do your own research, go to your doctors, do your own research. It's so important to understand what's going on, because it's so hard. There's so much information. I have been studying a lot, and it's a lot. It really is. The whole body, like, I'm going to be learning my entire life, I already know it. It's just there's endless information. We don't even know everything yet. That's so beautiful, So I'm gonna leave this here because I gotta go to sleep. But I love you so much. I've had so much fun. Like, giddy excitement do I feel being here and talking with you about this, because this is how I drop my mask. This is my practice. So anyway, I hope this is helpful for you in some way. If it was, you can like, share, and subscribe. But sweet dreams.